We're on Pesachim, Perek Yud Mishnah Hey, 5th Mishnah of the 10th chapter of Pesachim. Mishnah continues, we're continuing the process of the Seder night. Rabban Gamliel, you probably will recognize this from the Seder. Rabban Gamliel used to say, Kol shelo amar shlosha dvarim, if you don't speak about, mention these things, shlosha dvarim elu, these three things, but Pesach, on the night of Pesach, lo yatsa yedei chovato, you didn't fulfill your obligation. It means you didn't fulfill the full obligation of higarat lebincha. Of course you fulfill the obligation, but he means you didn't fulfill it totally properly. Ve'elu, and these are them, Pesach, matzah, umaror. The korban Pesach, matzah, and maror. Pesach, why Pesach? This is straight out of the Haggadah. Al shum shepasach hamakom al batei avotenu b'Mitzrayim, because HaKadosh Baruch Hu Pasach skipped over the houses of our forefathers in Egypt. Matzah, why matzah? Al shum shenig'alu avotenu b'Mitzrayim, because our forefathers were nig'alu, redeemed from Egypt. Look at this Yudchet, it's interesting. We'll look at the Tosot Yom Tov. We almost never do that. Lashon HaRambam, Rambam says a different version. Al shum shelo he speak b'tzekam shel avotenu lahachmitz, because our forefathers' dough, batzek, the dough of our forefathers did not become chametz, ad sheniglahem HaKadosh Baruch Hu gi'alam, until God revealed himself and redeemed them. Shnei Amar, as it says, vayofu et habatzek. They baked their dough. So why do we have matzah? We have matzah because they had matzah. This is the version of the Rush. The Katav Haran, the Ran also adds, V'lo yachlu li'it mameh, they couldn't wait. I.e. the matzah refers to their haste, their need to have haste, which is more logical than al shum shenigalu avotenu b'Mitzrayim. So the idea is, there's different versions. I'm pretty sure most Haggadot don't just have al shum shenigalu avotenu b'Mitzrayim. Let's check. This is the version in the amazing Safari website, Haggadah, which has Hebrew and English. It's incredible. Matzah zo al shum shum shelo yispeak b'tzekam shavotenu lehachmitz ad shenigla aleim b'melech ha'melchem l'chim hakadosh baruch hu ge'alam shne'amar v'yafu et zabatek. So if we go back to our Mishnah and we see, okay, uge'alam, this is exactly the girsa of the Rash, including of the Ran's version of v'lo yachlu lihitmamea b'gam zeidah lo asu lahem. So our version doesn't follow the version of the Mishnah that we have, but it follows the Rambam and the Rush and the Ran. Okay. Maror, here we are, Maror, the Mishnah continues. Al shum shemeru hamitzim chayavotenu b'Mitzrayim, because the Egyptians embitter the lives of our forefathers. Then the Haggadah continues. B'chol dor v'dor. Now we're just following through the Haggadah. B'chol dor v'dor chayav adam li'ot et atzmo ki'ilu hu yatsa mi'Mitzrayim. And every generation, every person has to see himself as if he left out of Egypt, as it says. You must tell your child on this day, because of this God did for me when I went out of Egypt. Therefore we must give thanks, Hallel, to praise, the Shabeach. I'm going to use I have a version here, I have a translation. We must praise, thank, laud, the fa'er, glorify, the romeim, exalt, lahader, other praise, levarech, to bless, la'alei, to exalt, lekales, more praise. What do they have? They have the Safaria. Thank, praise, laud, glorify, exalt, honor, bless, extol. Somebody should do a doctorate on these different languages. Lemisha asad la'avotenu v'lanu et kol nisim elu. Whoever did for us and our forefathers these miracles. Hotzianu mi'avdu lecherut. He's taken us from slavery to freedom. Mi'agom lesimcha. From anguish to joy, me'eva Yom Tov, from mourning to holiday, me'afela, from darkness, lo'or gadol, u'mishibud legula, from enslavement to redemption. V'nomar lefanav, we'll say before him, hallelujah, which means we've learned in the previous Mishnah, we learned in Perek, let's just go back for a Mishnah, Perek Tet Mishnah Bet, we learned, I have to go back a little bit more, we learned in Perek Tet Mishnah Bet, that eating of the Pesach, Perek Tet Mishnah Bet, Gimel, excuse me. We learned that, that Harishon ta'un halel ba'achilato. You have to eat, when you eat the Korban Pesach, you have to say halel. And so now we're going to see that you have to say the halel, that we eat the halel, we say the halel during the Seder, and we include that as part of the Seder. We split it into two. And our Mishnah is going to tell us how much do we say as part of Magid, and how much do we say later on after we eat the Korban Pesach. Stop here, and as always, dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. If you have any comments or questions, as always, have a great day.